Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 95 of my Manchester United Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. And today, officially the season gets underway, coming off the preview of my transfers and unfortunately the loss against Liverpool in the Community Shield. But now the real stuff has started. Liverpool, credit to them, they've started the season very, very well. They won the Community Shield and beat Stoke 4-0. But look at that Man City. I don't know why, but Man City, they're not as good as they should be in my saves, and for whatever reason, the managers aren't very smart. Like just the CPU controlled managers. Like there's Edin Dzeko is unregistered, Jovetic unregistered, Yarmolenko unregistered, and obviously they don't have like a full squad, like a maximum players. We have more than that, so I'm not really sure what's the issue with them. Maybe because they don't have many under 18 players or under 21. That could be the case. Actually, it could be that actually, but either way, yeah, it's a bit interesting. They're not as good. They're not as probably smart as a human manager. Like you playing the game, you're probably a bit more aware how to manage your squad and everything like that. So if we just go to history, how they've done, say since the 2014-15 season, they came 5th. Second season came 4th, and third season came 5th. You would imagine them a bit more higher than that. You would like to think, but we have to move on to our game. We'll go back. It's QPR, and QPR's won as well. Just check them out for a second. And it's good. I reckon, yeah, home is a good way to continue our defense. I know there's going to be a lot of attention towards Champions League, but yeah, I want to continue my dominance in the Premier League as well. There's still a huge history could be made. We could, like, depending how many seasons I play, I could see myself, playing this to the end of FM15, till FM16 comes out, then start a United one again, because you guys, that's like the best response, Manchester United, on my channel. But anyway, back to QPR. They've only been going up. Look at that. First season, 12th, then 9th, and then 7th. Maybe they could go, for a European, some kind of European football next season. Or they're in the Europa League from last season, finish their position. So, yeah, that's not too bad for QPR, getting into Europa League. But, maybe Champions League. That's what I really meant, but we'll go into it. We got 2 games, and that's what we'll be doing, because this is a fresh season. Like Liverpool, Tottenham, they look good. They can be competitive with us. Look, Tottenham winning 4-0 against City. Liverpool dominant 4-0 performance as well. You don't know how tough the season is going to be and how their teams look. But this is the team I'm going to go in with. Unfortunately, Lucas Romero is suspended. Unfortunately, he went and got himself suspended. Unfortunate. Actually, all these players need match fitness, so we're gonna let them play in the reserves for a couple games. Of course, they're gonna play games in the first team. They just need match fitness. So we're gonna go with this team. Casillas, I want to give him a chance. And people wanted me to sign a world-class goalkeeper, but as I talked about in the previous episode, just De Gea as example, and a lot of other ones like Rulli, because he moved to PSG, and so unrealistic now to get him because so much money. That's what I mean. It's unrealistic money-wise, and like over 80 million, it's just not a smart thing to do. Whereas Casillas, he can perform at the same level, really, a really similar level, 2.7 million, plus he's got that experience, so he could definitely be as good as them. He may not be attribute-wise, but he's got some really high ones, and it's all to hold, I guess, not hold, they're still going to be amazing players. He's an amazing goalkeeper, and Liali did the job for me last season, definitely. But this is my thinking. Maybe Liali can play more Premier League games, but obviously Casillas to open this season, and then maybe Casillas will play more Europa League, or Champions League, so more in Europe. He'll play Champions League, the European games, and then Liali can play in the Premier League. But it's all allowing Rafe Husic, who had the wonder kid potential, to develop into that world-class goalkeeper for us, because 21 is still very young for a goalkeeper. His current ability is a good player, but then he's got potential. Of course, it's not like really, really high, like 5 stars or something, but it's still, he's got potential to be a good player. So he's got room to grow more with these attributes. Like all these 13s, 15s, 14s could develop into like 16s and 17s. And these other ones, they're all around there. He could look really good. It all depends on his development. And he went out on loan last season to West Ham for a bit until we recalled him. Didn't do too well. And this season he's going to be at Wigan, but for the whole season. So hopefully he can do well and he can see the 3 goals in the first game. But you can't really take too much out of that because it's Wigan. They're going to concede a lot of goals. So is that a smart thing for sending a young player out on loan to a team like Wigan and he's going to concede a lot? Or is it going to give him opportunities to make a lot of saves and grow that way? Or is it just, the first team experience in general? And of course, Arsenal, they did get off to a losing start. That was against Southampton. I just want to go back and see that result again. Where are we? League table. Here we go. Fixtures. Is fixtures there? Matches. Here we go. Arsenal. They lost against Southampton. So again, struggling season. Did De Gea start? Fraser Forster got an own goal for Arsenal's one. But anyway, stats. Well, it says it here. De Gea in goals again. So that's, again, more proof. He concedes goals. De Gea, despite if people think he's world-class or not, he concedes goals. Fur. Can he play left mid? Okay, he actually can, but I see him as more a central player. But I guess he can play there, so it should work out for them. Who's this guy? I like seeing names when they have an interesting name. It's like, I've never heard of this guy before. Pozeg Vankas. He starts at Domzal. I've no idea who they are. But either way, he starts there, and he made a 1.5 million move to QPR. That's pretty cheap, and he's decently rated for a team of QPR's level, I suppose. But they're pushing up now, so let's go in. Got those opposition instructions applied. Harry Kane has actually moved to QPR. He looks all right. He's a good player, of course, Harry Kane. We'll go to team talk, and we shall say passionately. Can we say another one with more options? Assertively. Let's give the fans a performance they're expecting of us here. There we go. That's okay reaction. And positional team talks. Everyone likes when I do these. So there we go. And actually, I'm not going to mess with that. That's real. I don't want to. What? Yeah. Surely that's only going to get good reactions now. It's not going to get anything bad. Assertive. And I believe you've got what it takes. So come on, Richaro Zivkovic. This is the first season where he's coming in. Well, I know you can play Royce, Depay striker, and Royce and Depay are natural strikers, but they're more known as wingers, even though I've trained them into natural players in that striking position. Like Zivkovic is that guy that's only natural as a striker. We've got him and James Wilson, that's it, That's only natural in those positions. Got Munir, but again, he can play in other roles. It's the first year because we have Falcao and Van Persie, all of that. It's the first year Zivkovic we're going to rely on him as the best striker in our team. So hopefully he'll be able to showcase that this season. He had a very good season last season, but I felt there wasn't pressure on him to score because we have Van Persie, Falcao, all of that. When he came on in like easier games or whatever, or any game, he showed he can score. I felt there may have not been pressure on him, and bang. Or maybe he's just good. Oh, he's offside. That's disappointing again. I am surprised by the offside call, as it takes so long to say it or show it. We'll check the replay, though. It normally gets it right because it's a game. It should be technically correct. And as you can see, he is offside there. So that's a fair call. I don't want to get a goal that's not a goal. But it would be nice to start like that. But come on. Because, I made slight changes to the tactic. Oh, no, error. Who's that? Jones. Oh, lucky. Lucky Alvarez Balanta saved your bacon on that occasion. Wow. That's not a very good... Sure, defenders make errors, but that's a bad error on the opening day of the Premier League by the captain. You shouldn't see that. If any time, he was going to do that, surely it wouldn't be on the first game of the season. Should be up for it. Really. Come on. But as I was going to say, we made changes to the tactic. It may not be as good. Maybe we made some transfers. And that's why, this season could be interesting. It may be harder. Like I said, other teams could be improving. Jones, finds Tielemans. He's going to have a same kind of season like Zivkovic. He's going to be relied on. Royce! Oh, Di Maria! I feel lately games are actually harder. I'm not sure if there's a recent update or something. I feel games are, like, ever since when we lost against Madrid in the semi-final of Champions League, I feel games have gotten harder, not just because of that one. And then we couldn't beat Liverpool. We lost on penalties, though, in the FA Cup final. Then we couldn't beat them in the Community Shield. So it's just all those things together. So I'm going to go aggressively and say I'm not happy with that performance. Fire them up. Come on, man. I know we have hardly conceded many chances. They haven't really looked like scoring from the highlights I've seen. And Sergio Ramos bringing him back to his old role at right back for us. He used to play there for Madrid, of course. Then moulded into a centre-back. But come on. Ramos, turning back the years. Depay with a nice chance. I don't know, our chances have been not too clear. I suppose we had that offside chance, Zivkovic, which was offside. But yeah, those kind of chances we haven't really had. Now Royce, back to Ramos, he's one of my favourite defenders, and I've never managed him in Football Manager because it's always been hard to sign him. Come on, Zivkovic, finish this! Oh. He was like probably in disbelief that he was in that much space. I was as well. Like, he's thinking, should I shoot now? Oh man, nothing's happening here. We need to make a change. Most definitely Depay. Maybe he's not good. Zivkovic has had a bad game. I'm going to bring on Munir. We're going to try him as a striker. We're still early in the season. We've got to experiment with stuff as well. So Depay, of course, we've got the winger switch, or the inside forwards technically, so that's something I'm trialing early this season to see if it actually works. But anyway, Juan Bernat, would he make an impact? I don't know. Depay has been poor, really. Let's bring on James Rodriguez. Surely he has to do something. Big signing this season. We'll just make the 2 changes right now. I'm actually molding into or just becoming used to that now. I'm like doing 2 changes instead of, I used to do 3. Yeah, but 2 is good. I feel 1 doesn't make enough impact. That's what I've always thought. Like 1 change, not going to do much, but 2. Look at this possession. It's a hard start to the season. Come on. This is a stage like last season. We would always get a goal in this kind of situation, in these harder games, where it's been harder. And Rodriguez, mate! It's not like we're not creating chances. We are. Just the finishing, like I said, since late last season, has been off. It has been desperately off. Januzaj or Goetze. Actually, we'll bring on Goetze, and we'll bring Di Maria in a position he's rarely played for us, but he's good. That's probably his best position almost, really, as a left winger. Oh man, come on. Mario Goetze, he'll come in, centre mid, advanced playmaker, on attack. And we'll see if this activates something in our players, surely. It says it's a great spell of dominance by us. But it has to be, oh my god, it's not even being shown on the scoreboard, man. Oh my god. Where are we? We'll go overload. We'll go instruction-wise. We'll go more direct passing now. It's already higher tempo. We can push higher up, maybe. But it's not a great start to the season if we don't get a late goal. Come on. Get it now, surely. Can we sneak this? Goetze comes on. Oh, please. Oh, my God. How many chances are we having? This is a serious concern for me. Oh, man. Whoever said games are not going to be interesting because I'm going to win them all, that is definitely not the case, man. We have played really well in this game, but we haven't been able. Maybe it's just early season rustiness. That's what I'm hoping it is at the very least, surely. It has to be that. Our players are just rusty. They need game time. And they need to finish. Munir makes the challenge. We're not going to get a goal, man. We're not going to win the first game of the season. Sure, we'll still be undefeated, I suppose, in the league. But at home, against QPR, a 0-0 draw is not really what I want. And there it is. Man. See, the goalkeeping situation is not the problem. See, Casillas had a good game. over a 7 average rating, did well there. New signings defensively as well from Madrid have done what is expected of them, defend. They've done that, but our attacking players seem the problem at the minute. So we'll go assertively and say, you were not good enough today. We have to be winning that game. Really. It may not be as easy as last season. And also just a little update on the transfer of Hirving Lozano to Chelsea. It is confirmed. It was 10.5 million up front, and you saw it was 19 million in the previous episode. It's just, with clauses to come. So I might be able to try and find it in the inbox if I just search Lozano. It should, here we go. The transfer may eventually rise to 19 million. I've got all different clauses in there, like after he plays 10 international games or 10 more international games. He's already played, I think, that for his country. 10 times for Mexico. And after he scores 10 goals as well and just all those kind of things, and he'll rise to 19 million after he plays 50 games for the club, league games for the club. So that is already a profit. Then, 10... where is it? 10.4, okay. I thought it was 10.5. Whatever it was, we got that up front and it was still a little profit. We signed him for 7.5 million, you can see there. So we already got a profit off of him. And if you go back right to the start of the series, first episode probably, I talked about how this is around the kind of time when I start to make profit of those young player signings. You see, even that, that's a 3 million profit, but up to 19 million the sale could be potentially. So that's like 12 million around. And expected he'll be a key player for them. All those will go through at one point or another. So he'll be like around a 12 million profit, you'll think, if he becomes a key player for Chelsea. If not, we'll still get a bit more. But that's what I mean about the profit. And then there's just going to be heaps more of those. They're going to pile on top of each other. Like, realistically, I'm probably going to... for me, Lovric, I don't know. I can't remember why I signed him at the start. He must have... Don't forget, I signed him in the first season on the beta, I think it was. Or it may have been second season, because it says 2015-16 season. I think I may have signed him, but I made it so he didn't join until the following season, because I remember there was a few players I signed right away, because I simulated like 5 seasons or whatever, when it was the beta, when I played it back then. Basically, the first couple days of playing FM15, and he was like pretty highly rated, so I thought available for 3.5 million he would develop, but I suppose it's going to go down, but he's only 19, so that's an interesting one. You go to his potential be a good Premier League central midfielder, so he won't be good enough. Ideally, maybe when he gets like 23, because I don't want to lose money on him, but we'll just see on his situation. But there's heaps of other guys like Christopher Aja. Might be calls for him to come up to the first team next season. Some people maybe thought this season. But was playing league. He actually went to QPR the previous season in the Premier League, but didn't play too much. But he still played games. But then, he thought Sky Bet League 1 next season was a more realistic level where he absolutely can dominate. And now he's gone to Fiorentina. He's played 2 continental games so far, and he's done really well there in those for European football. So that's really good signs. And we signed him. What's that? Like £975 under a K. Under a K we signed him for, and now he's worth 1.8 million. So he's going to be another one. I can go through a lot more. Even Adama Traore, he's valued at 12.5 million right now, and we signed him for 2.3. That could be a huge money maker. Another almost, when he gets to his absolute best, maybe like 15 to 20 million profit if we do decide to sell him, or he looks like a very good player, like very good dribbler, and then physically strong and pacey. So those are just a few of them, and this is where it's going to start being shown, making profit off of those younger guys, and it's going to keep going now with the regions I've signed over the course. Of course, some will be first teamers, but some I'll make profit off, and you'll just see my balance grow from here on out, hopefully. And also, as expected, with the improvement in our finances, which is just normal at the start of a new season, I was disappointed to go in the red towards the end of last season, but of course it's all turned around now, helped by selling a few players, and again, I'll go back to the transfers to show you the profit we made, but yes, it's back to 100%, so when I sell players from now, I'll get the maximum to the transfer budget, but again, it's not like I don't it's completely disappeared. It goes into the balance to make sure, we don't get in that position again, which is probably more crucial. But as I said, that was assisted by profit we made this season. Where are we? The total 139 million and 118. We still spent a lot, but we still made a bit of profit of players going out. Of course, I did want to make some big signings to obviously push for Champions League, so that's always going to come. And we got more money coming in, obviously Lozano in the future. We still got 20 million coming in from Rafael over the next 12 months and some other deals as well like that. So that's in a good position now. So it's back to 100%. So no worries with that. But might as well go into the Arsenal game here. And we've got Chelsea in next episode, Chelsea and Everton. It's going to be hard. Liverpool, Everton have looked like they've started pretty well. So, it's not going to be an easy season. Like last season was absolutely amazing in the league. But I have a feeling this one's going to be tough. So you should still be interested in it. Casillas, still going to stick with him. Relatively, I'll stick with the same team. Like Di Maria with the lowest condition, but he's probably, it's hard to say the best player in the team because there's so many, but he's definitely up there. It's hard to say someone is more important than him. He is very important now, especially as he's getting a bit older, 29. He's a very experienced player for the team. And I think that's it. Romero still suspended. Disappointing that he got that. Januzaj maybe to start ahead of Royce. I don't want to drop Depay. Depay's not going to have as an amazing season as last season, not playing as a striker. So we'll bring in Januzaj, and there we go. We'll go like that. I'll still keep the faith in Depay, I suppose. Luke Shaw. Bernat instead. I gave Luke Shaw a chance. No, he had a good game. He had a good game last time out, and he actually came to me. He told me he wants to play a bit more, so we'll allow him that, and we've got to turn around against Arsenal. It's always, like, this is a grudge match, like, all the time play against Arsenal. It's a good rivalry, not just, like, in real life, but, like, it's, in the game, it's become that. The way, if you followed this series from the start, it really has. And Florenzi, they've got out wide, who's a very good player. He's natural as a centre midfielder, but he's got a dangerous cross on him with 16 crossing. I actually like him as a player. He just, looks really well-rounded. He's probably not a player you'd want me to sign in terms of quality, but, he looks pretty good. In that way, their defense is obviously a problem. They got Debuchy playing at right back, getting older, 32. He's not world class. And then they've got Koscielny playing at left back. He's a good defender, but you want him to be playing in the center really at 31 as well. And then we've got De Vrij, who I think is a good center back, not the best in the world. Then Nkulu, who I do like actually, but technically, defensively, he's not good. Well, not absolutely amazing. 13 tackling. 12 jumping rates, some low attributes in there. Could be something for us to exploit. Let's go to Team Talk. And what are we going to do for this one? Go assertively and say, maybe passionately. How about to say like a better performance in the last one? It doesn't really say. We'll say calmly. Oh man, I don't even know for this game. I just say, expect to win here. Expect to win against Arsenal. And then we'll say passionately, I expect to see solid defensive work. And I'm trying to be a bit more expectant. Let's see if this makes a difference in our performance. It's probably what you should do at a top level as well. Expect to see quality finishing. It's not always about the green reactions. Sometimes it has to be about, giving good team talk so the players don't get complacent maybe. That could be something important. Maybe that's what they did in the previous game. You don't know. I think Wilshere picks up a little knock there, but I think he's going to stick it through. And again, Yuri Tielemans as well has picked up a knock. But, hasn't been the best of starts again. It is away from home, but we have dominated possession as we like to do. First 45 minutes is finished. So, okay, wow, nothing happened there. So we'll go aggressively and say I'm far from pleased. Turn it up, lads. Man, it hasn't been the greatest start to the season. Like, ever since that Madrid game, or just the tie, whatever you want to call it, the two legs, ever since the second leg, maybe. We won the first one, didn't we? It was 3-2, but we'll see what happens here. Come on. Around the time we might look to make subs. Oh, look at this. Insigne's in all the space in the world. How is he that free? Casillas makes a very good save. So he's made a good start. Now Koscielny puts it in. Welbeck. He fouls. I was so scared that was going to be a peno, man. Okay, advanced tactics. Depay, what are you doing? What are you doing, Depay? Di Maria. Oh, Tielemans has been poor. Maybe bring on... who in that role? Actually, Rowan Presslin to come on. Defensive midfield. Will Hughes go deep lane playmaker. We'll see how Presslin goes in that role. We got to try something to change it up that's suitable for this game. James Rodriguez has to come on. It has to. And Yanazai will be taken off. We'll make the 2 for now. Because don't forget, it's an away game. Against, supposedly, another top 4 team. Arsenal would like to think they are. So Preston coming in, that's a good thing about him. He's going to be world class. And he can play a lot of positions. He'll be good enough at centre-back or right-back or defensive midfield. He'll be able to, put a shift in. So, come on. They've got a set piece. Florenzi. Well done, Will Hughes. Dealt with it and found Zivkovic. That's amazing when you can clear it and it goes to play. Okay, James Rodriguez, you've got to finish this. You've got to finish this. Oh, De Gea, man. How did he save that? I've been talking how he concedes all these goals, but we can't score against him. Come on, Memphis. Do it this time. Presslin. Belanta. Oh, all the way back there. Come on. Rodriguez. Presslin. Di Maria. Oh, De Gea saves. Oh, man. What a tight game. I think we'll have to push a bit more on now. Yeah, more direct passing. Push higher up. Let's see if that can make the difference. Maybe instead of exploit the flanks, because we've got the wingers there. We'll look for the overlap as well. Come on. Is that maybe pass into the space? We'll try that, I suppose. We can make a change. Who are we going to bring on? Di Maria is going to have to come off low condition. Will we Goethe again? Goethe to come on. And we have to rely on that. And don't forget, it's an away game for us. So, got to be careful defensively as well. Because they've had a couple chances. Come on, take this, Rodriguez. Yes. Okay, Goethe, do something. We've got all these world-class players around. Will Hughes. Presslin. Goethe. Memphis Depay, come on. Come on, Memphis. James Rodriguez. Zivkovic. Oh, my God, another chance. Like I've mentioned already, it's not like we're not creating the chances. We just can't finish. Man, and it's... Oh. There must be something. We'll go passionately and say encourage. Will that make a difference? And go overload. As really attacking as we can go here. But again, you don't want to go too much. Because it's away from home. You probably take a draw. Or a late goal would hurt him, wouldn't it? Come on, Zivkovic. Come on. Come on. James Rodriguez is offside. Man. I think that's going to be it. It's going to be another 0-0 draw. So we're playing an attacking way, but both games we've played is going to be 0-0 unless something late. Unless something late. Is there going to be anything? Memphis? No. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be another 0-0 draw. And wow, De Gea, he did well in this game, I suppose. You got to say. He was probably due for a good game. Credit to him, I suppose. He was the player of the match. Wow. You got to say, he showed me in this game. He showed me that he's quality. But yeah, that's like saying I didn't want to get him. That's not the case. Arsenal wanted 80 million. If he was worth how much we sold him for, 15 to 20 million, yeah. I would have took that any day of the week. But he was super, but you could also say the same for Casillas. He kept a clean sheet as well and has done in the first 2 games of the season. So, but wow. It has not been a great start, and 2 other big teams in Chelsea and Liverpool, they look on this season. Both have scored 6 so far, only conceded the 1, and we haven't scored. Yeah, we haven't scored a goal in 2 games, which could be a pressing concern. So that is it, lads. A very interesting start to the season. Both games finished 0-0, despite playing a pretty attractive brand of football, attacking brand of football as well. looking to win games, but it hasn't, done. I might have to move back to the striker formations, but I really want to play with wingers to utilize more players that are coming through, younger guys in the future, and the signing of Carlos Mane as well, and just allowing more versatility, I feel, within the squad to play with the wingers. But maybe, the squad needs to get used to it. I don't know. The familiarity is fluid, so I'm not really sure. Maybe, again, it's taking time. At least we haven't lost games, but slowly, Chelsea and Liverpool, they're creating a gap. 4 points already very early, but Chelsea home, Everton home, those are going to be huge games in the next episode. So if you want to see those as well, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys there.